But first, a former Facebook employee turned whistleblower will be questioned about the company's approach to keeping children safe online by a committee of MPs and peers this afternoon. It's part of scrutiny of the draft online safety bill aimed at putting the duty of care on social media companies to protect users, or something Frances Haugen has accused Facebook of not doing in the past. Here's what she told a committee in the US Senate earlier this month.
The algorithms are very smart in the sense that they latch on to things that people want to continue to engage with. And unfortunately, in the case of teen girls and things like self-harm, they develop these feedback cycles where children are using Instagram as to self-soothe, but then are exposed to more and more content that makes them hate themselves.
Well, joining me now to talk more about this is social media expert Estelle Keeber. Estelle, thanks so much for joining us this lunchtime. It's interesting there what we heard from Frances Haugen talking about these algorithms, because you use them in what you do a lot, because you use them to encourage people to get more followers, don't you, on Instagram and Twitter. But what she's talking about is this more sinister side to them and how people, particularly young people, are targeted. Can you tell us more about how they work and what's the problem with them?
Okay, so the issue is with algorithms, a lot of things work with algorithms. It's just a system that, in this case, shows you more of the content that you would like to see. So more of the content that you're engaging with. Now, the issue comes when young teenage girls are consuming content that's having a negative impact. Instagram and Facebook are not censoring this and stopping that content from being shared, which, like Frances said, is just then it leads into a really vicious cycle of self-harm, because the more of the images that they see, the more depressed they become, the more that they then turn to social media to, find that crutch. And again, it's just that vicious circle that just continues to go round and round.
Estelle, we've heard from Facebook, I mean, their boss, if you like, the CEO, Mark Zuckerberg, saying, when it comes to young people's health or well-being, every negative experience matters. We've worked for years on industry-leading efforts to help people in these moments. I'm proud of the work we've done. We constantly use our research to improve the work further. But there is this real shift, isn't there, that if the social media companies aren't doing enough yet, what can parents do to safeguard their own children?
I don't think it's down to the parents in this, in this situation. As a parent myself, I teach my children about online safety, about stranger danger. The issue here is the dangers are right there in front of our faces. How many parents realize that letting their children use Instagram, which is a photo sharing app, who would realize that the impact could be so negative? I think it's time that the big companies, Mark Zuckerberg, actually face the fact that there is evidence there. They knew what this content was doing to young girls more than 2 years ago, and yet still they chose to ignore it because they were more bothered about the profits that those views were bringing in.
All right. Estelle Keeber, thank you very much for talking to us this lunchtime. Thank you.